Welcome back. We're here to preview Saturday's Premier League clash between Sunderland and Stoke City at the Stadium of Light. Pascal, starting with Sunderland, still looking for their first win of the season. They've been playing quite well.
Yeah, they've been playing okay. I mean, it's more, they've been quite resilient, haven't they? They've drawn quite a lot of games, and when you've got that resilience at the back, you need sort of your strikers to do a lot more up front, which they're not doing at the moment. I mean, last time out against Swansea, it was a decent point against Swansea because they'd had a really good start to the season, but they might have fancied nicking a win in that game, and they'll definitely see this one as one where they can get their first win.
Barney, Pascal mentions, they've drawn 5 of their 6 games. They've been decent at the back. Players in midfield, haven't they, who can certainly contribute, but up front's been a real problem.
Yeah, it's been an issue. Connor Wickham, he ended last season so well, but he needs to get a goal in the current campaign to really get off the mark and get firing. Poyet, he said what they need to do to get a win because they've been playing quite well. And to draw 5 draws from the opening 6 games, it's an average start. It's pretty poor actually. It's not terrible, but it's pretty poor. They haven't been playing badly. They probably don't deserve to be where they are in the table. They deserve more points than they have got, but they need to get more of a cutting edge in the final third if they are to get what they deserve.
Pascal, moving on to Stoke, they've been notoriously over the last few years be a tough team to play against, haven't they? A lot of physical players. Do you think Mark Hughes has changed that style this season with the players he's brought in?
In some ways, yeah. I mean, like you say, he's brought in some flair players. I mean, Victor Moses, Arnautovic, they're the sort of players that can add flair. I mean, Bojan, if he can start playing a bit better. But even so, when you've got players like Shawcross and Huth at the back, and Zonzi in midfield and Crouch up front, you're still going to score a lot of goals from set pieces because they're all good in the air. And like when Crouch is your main striker, he's going to score a lot of headers. The winning goal against Newcastle was a header. So even though they've got those flair players, I think they will still score a lot of goals from set pieces.
Well, it's been a decent start to the season for Stoke, but they hadn't won at the Britannia, going into the match against Newcastle on Monday. How important do you think that was?
Yeah, very important. It's their first goal at the Britannia this season as well. Away from home, they've been quite good actually, beaten Man City at the Etihad, of course. Against Newcastle on Monday, it was just a really good game plan for Mark Hughes. They got in front and then they gave Newcastle absolutely nothing in the final third. Defensively, they were really good and they hit them well on the break. Moses was particularly impressive in that one, and they'll be looking to carry on that good form.
So as you mentioned, they've done one away from home this season. Do you think they'll get anything from this game?
I can't see them getting a win. I think they'll come away with a point. I'm going for 1-1.
1-1, Pascal?
Yeah, I think they're both solid defences, aren't they? So I think it's going to be a goalless draw.
I'm going to agree with Barney and go 1-1. So neither of us can separate these two teams. Thanks for joining us.